That would be perfect. Awesome. So good morning and welcome to another one of Haldeman County's Digital Service Squad's webinars. My colleague Jen and I have been presenting webinars for the last little bit here that we believe small business owners can really benefit from. So if you happen to miss any of those, please feel free to check those out on our YouTube channel under Haldeman County once we're done here today. And as we go through these educational webinars, we want businesses to really walk away with knowledge and some ideas from the topics we have selected, and hopefully you can put those ideas, to the next step and really, push your business to use these tools that we are, giving you some intelligence on. So today we're going to be looking at website creation, some of the applications that we have find really work really well with our small businesses that we've worked on with. So to get started here, I'm going to introduce the Digital Service Squad. So that consists of Jenna Beamer. So Jenna is my colleague. She works in the downtown cores of Caledonia, Jarvis, and Hagersville. And then there is myself, Avery, and I work in Cayuga, Dunnville, and Selkirk. And as we get going on with this webinar today, if you have any questions, please feel free to just unmute yourself and speak up, and we're happy to stop where we are and we can answer your question. Or if you'd like to put something in the chat, feel free to do so as well. Jenna will be available at the start, and then when Jenna starts speaking, I can answer those in the chat as well. Or if you'd like to hold on to your questions till the very end, we're also more than happy to help you out with a Q&A at the very end. So today we're going to be going, like I mentioned, we're going through 4 different applications to enhance and create your websites. So Jenna and I have found these tools useful to those local businesses and options that we would definitely recommend to those businesses. Jen, if I get you to go to the next one here. So these are some really good platforms that we've found work. So we're going to be going through GoDaddy, Squarespace, Wix, and WordPress. These are ones, like I mentioned, that we have used with small businesses in the past, and we would definitely recommend. However, if there's any businesses that are using maybe a different platform to create their website, we'd love to hear about it, and we'd love to do some research and see how we can help you out, make your website even better. So first up, we're going to be taking a look at Wix, and then go to the next one here, Jenna. Actually creating your account. So first of all, to create your account, the first step is, of course, entering an email address, your username, and just choosing a password. So it's just a simple way to get into it. All of them are going to start off like this, but I just wanted to start it off right from the start so that you know what the first step is once you get into the Wix platform. So next, you're going to actually select the industry that you are in. So Wix has quite a few options for your industry. It should always, there should be something in there for your business, even if it's not exactly, if it's pretty close, it's going to give you some really good recommendations to use. So I selected restaurant as my industry that I'm in, and it shows you the features that it offers for restaurants. So right when you click on that, you're able to, have customizable menus, online ordering, table reservations, analytics and reports, and so on. So whatever it is that your industry is, you're able to select that, and then it can give up kind of the best practices for your website to have to create a really dynamic website for your customers. And then as we go on, we can move on to the next one here. Go on to the selecting options that represent your business. So you can select a theme that really you think has the best image for your business. So this is kind of where you decide, what do I want customers to think once they enter my website? Are you more of just a simple restaurant, or are you trying to be more of a high class, maybe elegant type of restaurant? So you're able to kind of select that here. There's a few options for you to decide from, and really think about it. Keep your customers, keep them in mind. Kind of what will they be looking for? What do you want them to have their ideas of once they get into your websites? So next, we're going to select what your home page actually looks like. So here, you can, once again, you can kind of give your customers, have your customers in mind. What do you want them to see when they first click on your page? Do you want it to be everything kind of right in front of you? Would you like to have some more depth to your website? But overall, it's going to have your toolbar. All of these are located on the top of the page, and then it's going to have all your information below that. So in this instance, I selected the middle option just because it was a simple option, and to me, it just kind of spoke to me. And if I had customers, this is maybe something that I would want them to do. So now we move on from there, and you're able to select what you would actually like on your homepage. So once again, this is going to be tailored for a restaurant. So the options that come up for you are an about page, an events page, booking a table, an introduction to your team, maybe some careers, some job postings you'll want to have on there, about the chef, and so on. So it keeps on going on. But once again, this screenshot I have here is going to be tailored exactly for a restaurant. So make sure that, when you put in the right industry, it's going to have more direct areas for you to select on for your industry. So now we go on to actually editing your website. So, Wix is a fairly simple platform to really make your edits. They allow you to drag and drop photos, graphics, and text throughout, which makes it very simple. Some of the other ones that we'll get into don't allow you to drag and drop, which is a really nice feature that Wix does have. You can upload pictures easily, put them in your website, and make sure you remember to use high quality images as the visuals. They mean a lot to customers. So if you have a blurry image, let's say in the example of it being a restaurant, if you have an image from an item from your menu, make sure it's a really good quality image, because if it's blurry, there's a good chance that maybe that potential customer will click on your website and say, you know what, if they don't care about their images on their website, maybe I'm not going to go visit their restaurant just because of that. So make sure that you're really grabbing the attention of your potential customers and your current customers, and then you'll be able to, keep traffic through your website and keep business walking into your front door. So now we're going to take a look at some of the payment plans that Wix has to offer. So Wix is slightly different than the other sites that we're going to be looking at today. It has a couple different options within your payment plans. So for those that are just looking for a simple website, you're able to do that at a cheaper option than what you would do if you had a business or an e-commerce site. So with this website plan, as you can see, the most basic option there starts at $650 a month, and it goes up to $36.50 a month. So these options are going to be your basic, kind of just your first point of contact for your customers. You won't be able to sell anything or create any sort of business plans within your website, but you're able to have, an interaction with your customers where they can, check out your information and see what you're all about. And then as you move down to the e-commerce options, the business plans, this is where you can add, selling an actual product or your service. You're able to hook up something where you could actually book a table or book some sort of appointment online. So you're able to do that with a business and e-commerce plan, which is definitely something that we would recommend to those businesses, as e-commerce is becoming such a big thing in the world today. That's definitely a really good option. So as you can see, they start at $25 a month and they go up to $44. And then with that, mostly what you're getting as the price point rises is you're going to get a lot more space within your website. For example, if you want more space to post the products that you're selling, or have a lot of images, have a gallery, or have a lot of info. So as you move up in those plans, that's going to be something that you see really rises with the money that comes with it. So essentially, you kind of get what you pay for there. Okay, so overall, Wix has to offer. It's a really user-friendly and quick setup. It's easy to attract to your website because it's such an easy setup. If you prefer the drag and drop interface, which once again is, like I mentioned, it's a really nice part of Wix, or you just like it's just an easy platform to not only for your customers, but it's also really easy on the back end for your setup. So definitely Wix is for you if you're just looking for something simple to get your name out there, to get your website done. It's just really nice. We're going to go through all the other options that these other platforms have, but Wix is a really good start that I wanted to lead off with, just because it is an easy one. And my last point that I have to it is, if you have no idea what you would like to create, you're not exactly sure, where do I go with it? We just want to say that, experiment with it. There's going to be lots of templates for you to use. So lots of themes for you to try out with your business, and make sure you use that insights tool. There's a lot of analytics tools within Wix, as well as the other ones that we're going to go through today. But make sure you just try everything, experiment it, and see where it takes you. Because sometimes, if you didn't think your interface was going to look like this, and then you try it out, and then maybe you say, you know what, that is definitely something I'm interested in. So overall, just experiment with it. And I promise you, this is not going to be the first time you see this slide today, just because we do want to, encourage all the businesses to try new things with their website. So the next one we're going to look at today is Squarespace. So we're done with Wix, we're moving on to Squarespace. And Squarespace, once again, you'll be going through the process of creating your account with your email username, password. You got to enter all that in there, much like Wix. But the next step is going to be similar to Wix, where you select the industry that you're actually in. So once again, you can choose whichever best represents you. So there's some options there. You can see there's fashion, health and beauty, gaming, photography, and so on. So make sure you select whatever best represents your business. So once again, I selected the restaurant business. And then one thing beyond Wix that Squarespace does is you're able to select your goals. So when you create this website, what's a goal that you have for your business? What would you like to do with this website? So there's some examples there. You could market myself or my business, promote a physical business. Maybe you want to showcase some work, promote an event or a project, and so on. So the list goes on. So make sure you select a goal that really pertains to you. And it's just, when I build this website, how do I want my business to look, and how do I want my customers to look at my business? So the next step is to ask the process that you are in. So for those starting a brand new business, you don't really have a whole lot in the works. Obviously, those top two of collecting inspiration, formalizing an idea, or a personal project is going to be for you. Or if you're an established business, or people already know your name as a business, then you can look down to the bottom ones with turning a project or hobby into a business, or growing an existing business would be the next step for you. So once again, much like Wix, you're actually able to select a theme that you would like for your website. It's going to be the look it's going to be the face of your business from your website. So I found personally that with Squarespace, they have a really professional looking themes throughout. I'm not saying Wix doesn't have professional looking themes, or any of the other ones that we're going to look at today, but overall, I found Squarespace to just kind of have really simple, professional looking themes. So that's definitely a really good plus that Squarespace offers for you. So now you can actually create your site name. So as we get to this slide here, so you can actually come up with whatever your domain you would like it to be. Keep in mind that not all the domains are going to be available. So make sure you type it in there, and it's going to come up, is it taken, and then what is close to it that's available. So make sure that you go through this process before you get too deep into actually creating not only your website, but your social medias, your email address, for example, just because eventually you're going to want everything to match up. You're going to want everything to be the exact same. So make sure that you can actually get this domain before you get too deep into actually creating your business and creating your website, as well as your social medias. So now that you have your website created and your theme picked, we have our first look at our new website. So this is going to be the front, the first thing you click on, the first thing your customers click on when they enter your website. So this directs us to looking at the tools of Squarespace, which are located on the left-hand side. And here you're going to notice, so the example pages, design, commerce, marketing, and so on. So you're able to, guide yourself through that, and that's where you can make all your edits. So first of all, I want to go through the analytics here. So for example, with the analytics, so This is kind of where you can view all your traffic. I mentioned earlier that analytics can be really key to actually creating your website. So here you're able to view your traffic, where your visitors are from geographically and the sales that you're making. You can see your unique visitors, page trends over time, and then you can actually track your key performance metrics. So I have a lot of the examples here: revenue, units sold, orders, visits, conversion rate, average order volume, and revenue per visit, and change over time is another one that they also offer. So you can really gain insight into the top traffic sources, kind of how they're visiting your website. Are they doing it through their laptop? Are they doing it through their mobile device? So really just analytics can be really key to actually, building your website. And not only that, but establishing your business. And at the end of the day, the more sales you make, the better it is for you. So if you can use this analytics tool to make more sales, then that's going to be really good for your business. So next is the pricing plans of Squarespace. So here, once again, there is a free option with Square. It's not exactly a great option if you're looking to, create your business out of it. But if you're looking to just kind of build your brand, start it up, maybe get a feel for Squarespace, it's a great option. Just kind of get your toes in the water and get a feel for how to create your website. But then we get into the personal plan, the $19 a month. Once again, it's not really made for a business to sell products, but maybe if you're a small startup, this could be something to, once again, take the next step in creating your website. As you move on, the business plan, which is a really popular one. It's popular because you get unlimited users that can run your account. This is where the analytics tool, you can start to use it. There's an option to actually link it to your point of sale system and your online store, which is an awesome feature that has. So that's going to be a really popular one, just because it does start to get into more of that e-commerce style. Really starts to get the feel of a business website. And then you move up to the basic and advanced commerce pages. This is where you start to integrate customer accounts, gift cards. It really starts to get that feel of that fully accessible website, not only for your customers, but for on the back end for your workers as well. And it really just has a lot of features that you can add to it. So another feature with Squarespace is the marketing tab that you're able to do. So there's a lot of nice things that you can do under this marketing tab. There's a few that I'm going to mention here that I think are really nice. So the email campaigns, you can stand out in your customers' inboxes. It's kind of like your all-in-one platform, makes it really simple to unify your brand, your voice of your business, from your homepage to your email. So you're able to actually set up emails. You're able to create kind of like a mailing list, which I also have on this slide here. And it is nice to create email campaigns because it allows you to, grow your business, and people kind of always recognize your name. Another nice marketing tool that it has is the editing tools. So you're able to add an image to really grab the attention, but not only that, but you can edit that image to your liking. So if it's an image that you would like to change the background on, or maybe you would like it a different brightness, or maybe even a different style or color, you're able to edit that right in Squarespace, which is a great option. Like I mentioned, the mailing list here, you can create a newsletter block. It's a promotional pop-up. Once people enter your website, you're able to, or your customers are able to type in their email, and they're automatically added to that marketing or that mailing list. And if you already have a file with emails, let's say you already have a business created and you have a bunch of emails that you've already had subscribers to, you're actually able to upload a file right to Squarespace, and it will automatically upload it for you, and they'll add you to those mailing lists. So there's a lot of customizable templates, like I mentioned, to really grab the attention of your customers. One nice thing is the built-in SEO. So every Squarespace website or online store comes with this built into it. So, it really maximizes the prominence of your search results. So if someone goes on Google and let's say they search up restaurant near me, in my example, Avery's Restaurant, hopefully that Avery's Restaurant would pop up, and it would, because there is a lot of built-in search engine optimization tools within Squarespace. And then lastly here is the social media integration. So this is a really cool offer that they give you. So you're actually able to set up your platforms. If it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, you can set it up through your Squarespace, and you could actually even sell some of your products through Facebook and Instagram, which is kind of a cool tool that they have to offer. So e-commerce through Squarespace is very easy. So this is another tool that you're able to add to your Squarespace. They are really well known for their e-commerce tools. So you're able to add the details of the product, images, the price, all that. You can add it in. It's all very simple to get through. We have done a webinar on e-commerce platforms, which we touched on Squarespace. So if you didn't see that one, make sure you check out our YouTube channel for that. There's a lot of good information on that. So I won't go too deep into the e-commerce part of it today, but make sure you check that webinar out just because it is a really great option within Squarespace for you to use. So overall, that's just kind of a quick run through of Squarespace and the features that come with it. But overall, Squarespace, it's for you if you're looking for a quick setup, you're not overly tech savvy, and there's a really, there's no hidden fees. It's a really transparent pricing plan. With some of the other ones that we'll go through today, there's what we have noticed in the past. There's some times where there's some hidden fees that come with it, but with Squarespace, I've always found that everything's up front with you. That pricing plan, they're going to stick to it, which is obviously really nice. But overall, it's just it's a high quality professional templates with it. And it can really help your website stand out from the crowd and stand out from the competition in your local area. And then lastly here, once again, like I said, you're going to see this slide throughout. But we really just want to stress to really experiment with your website, try all the themes that are available to see what works best, and to really use that analytics tool to take that next step with your business. And hopefully you'll be able to create more sales by using that analytics tool. So that's all from me. So now we're going to move on to Jenna. So I'll pass the mic over to her, and she's going to take us through 2 more website creation applications.
Perfect. Thank you, Avery. So like you just said, I'm going to take you through the last 2 website design platforms. We're going to start with WordPress. So WordPress is very similar to the other 2 when creating an account. You're going to enter your email address, username, and choose a password. You can also continue with Google or Apple if you already have those accounts created. You can continue signing in with those. And then from there, you'll be brought to the domain page. So this is where you choose your domain or URL. So the best practice is to type in your business name. If that's already been taken, it will give you another option that fits. But you're going to want to do your best to make sure that the domain name connects to your business, so it's easier for your customers to find. So for me, I decided to go with a milkshake business. And so I typed in milkshakes in the search option there, and that website domain was already taken, but it's given me some options as to what I could use instead. So then once everything's been set up, you'll be brought to your home page. So this is what your home page is going to look like. This is where you'll be able to access all the tools and come and edit your page whenever you need to. So the first time logging on, you'll be given a bunch of different steps over here to make sure that your website is ready to be published. So first thing we're going to do is give our site a name. So that's different from your domain name. So I would just suggest typing in your business name. You can also add a tagline to your website. So it's basically a bio where you just get across what your business is. And then on this page as well, you'll see all the basic settings. You can change your time zone, as well as change your domain name if you want to. And then you can also delete your account if for some reason that's something that you need to do. So then to actually edit your site, you're going to click My Site there in the top left-hand corner. And then you're going to come over and click Create Site. So you'll just click Skip for now. And then here you'll be brought to all of the different templates. So you'll see that WordPress has a bunch of different templates that you can use. So you can just scroll through all of them, pick which one speaks to you the most or which one you feel fits your business. So you'll see that there's just a bunch of different, depending on what you are going for. So I'm just going to click this one here. And then you're going to hit skip already because you do have a domain already. And then here you get to pick which features you'll need. So if you're looking for a store or different SEO tools, that's what you can click. And then you'll be brought to the price page here. So I'm just going to click the free so we can go through the different edits, and I'll go through the prices a little bit later as well. So WordPress has now built my site for me. It's just loading here, and it's going to show me all of the different templates that it's just set up for me. So now I can go through and actually edit just by clicking on whatever I need to edit. So if I just type in here, I can delete, I can change the different alignments of the text, as well as going through all of the different tools here as well. So this is just the template that WordPress is set up for me. But it's great, easy to edit as well. So I can just type in whatever I need to type in and edit whatever I need to edit. So all of the different tools for WordPress. So you're going to find these on your main page. This is going to allow you to make all of the different edits that you need and upload anything that you need to. It is very important to go through all of them to see what your business needs. You might not need to do anything with some of them, but it's just important to go through all of them to see what it is that you like and what stands out for your business. So the first tool is the stats, and this is the insights tool or the analytics tool. So once your page has been operating for a while, you'll be able to come here and you'll see who's visiting your page, when they're visiting the page, and what they're interacting with. So that's really helpful. So if you've posted a picture recently and a lot of people are clicking on that, you'll be able to see that. And then you'll know that your customers really enjoy when you post pictures, and you can continue to do that in the future. So you're also going to be able to view comments here. This is just for WordPress. You can view the comments, and you'll also be able to answer them here. So another tool that there is upgrades. So if you decide to change your plan, perhaps you chose a plan that's a little bit more expensive and you're sure you don't need all of that. So you can go in here and change your plan. You can also upgrade to a higher plan as well, as if you've gone through WordPress and you're looking for a little bit extra. We also have the inbox tool as one of the different tools here. So you can set up a direct inbox. So you can add your business email here by clicking upgrade. So that way your email for your business will be directly connected to your website, so that customers will be able to click email right on your website page and then can contact you through that. It's just another easy way for your customers to contact you. So we also have posts. So this tool allows you to see all the posts that you've added to your website. So that's all of the stuff that you've actually added to your pages. So if you want to create or launch a new product to your page, you can post it in here. You can do it right then and there. You can also make drafts if you're not entirely sure what you want to post or you're not finished editing it. You can save it as a draft, as well as schedule. So if you're launching a new product per se, you can schedule it to be uploaded to your website at a certain time when that product is actually live. So pages is what the customers will actually interact with. So for this one, you'll see that I have a home page, a podcast, a blog, and a contact page. So those are all going to be in the upper right-hand corner of my website. So you can go in here and add new ones as well. So perhaps I want to add a FAQ page. You can do that by clicking on the add new page button there and then go through the process of editing like we did at the very beginning. You can also come here to edit all of your existing pages. The next step is WooCommerce. So this is the e-commerce site that is set up with WordPress. So you'll be able to add an e-commerce site to your page. So if you already have an existing store, online store, you can actually import it through here on WordPress. Just so that if you have an existing store, when people come to WordPress, they'll be able to click on that link and be brought to your existing e-commerce store. And if you don't already have one, you can go and create it through here. So WordPress is really helpful because it will take you through step by step, so you're not overwhelmed with setting up an e-commerce site. We also do have a webinar, like Avery said, already filmed on e-commerce, and you can go there and check it out as well. So the appearance tool is simply just where you can come to change the appearance of your site. So at the beginning, I selected that yellow theme. So perhaps it's not working for me. I can come in here and click edit, and I can edit the entire theme of the overall page instead of going through and editing everything piece by piece. I can also choose to edit the entire font of my entire website instead of, again, going through and changing it one by one. So the users tool is it allows me to invite teammates to my website. So for example, I could click the invite button there and then enter Avery's email, and then he'll get an invite link to be a member of my team on WordPress. And then he can go through and he can make edits and do all of this stuff in case I don't have time or I just need help with it as well. So again, we have this page here. So when creating, you're going to want to experiment, try different themes, try different fonts, pictures, all of that, just see what works. And then once your website is up and running, make sure you use that insights tool to see what your customers are interacting with. That way you can make sure that your page is up and running the way that they like and interacting with, and then you can get more customers that way. So the next website we have is GoDaddy. So to create an account, it's very similar to the other two. You're just going to go onto the website, start for free, and then you can enter your email address or connect with Google or connect with Facebook. So you go through that whole process of just entering your email address, your username, and password. So then, like the other ones as well, you'll be able to choose a category for your business. It will give you some at the start there, but I'm just going to go ahead and click that I'm a specialty food business. And then they're going to ask what we should call your site. So again, different than the domain name. So I'm sticking with my milkshake theme. And then if I click enter, so because I selected that I was a food business, this is the template that GoDaddy automatically gives you. And then it'll also give you suggested next steps when you log on as well. So now to actually go through and edit things, the first thing you're going to want to do is change your theme. So you just do that by clicking on that theme button. And then you'll see these are all of the options that they've given me based on the fact that I said that I was a food business. So you can just go through, again, select whatever one speaks to you the most. I'm just going to go ahead and click on this one here. And now you'll see when I come back to my site, it's changed for me. So everything automatically saves on GoDaddy as well. So for the colors, this is going to change all of my accent colors. So you'll see now that I've clicked this purple pink, all of the buttons and the main font on my page has changed to that. You can also change the fonts for your entire page through this. So you can just go through primary font is going to be all of your headings. And then secondary font is going to be all of your body text that you can change. And as soon as I click it, you'll see that my page has changed. And then if you scroll down as well, it will give you different pairings that they think that work the best, or they've seen that work the best as well. So once I've clicked on that pairing, all of my font changes. And then the same thing for buttons. Say I don't like the square shape of the button. From all my primary buttons, I can just go through and select which one works with my site the best. And then you can do the same for your secondary buttons. All right, so to actually edit the different images and stuff that GoDaddy has laid out for you, you're just gonna select, click on the actual picture there, and you'll see it shows up there in layout. So here I can also change the different accent themes, which is what we just did on the home page. Now I'm on a different page, so I'm going through there. So if I click on website, it's going to show me the different pages I have for my business. So to edit, you just click page settings. So I can change the home to a different, say I don't want home, I want landing page or something different like that. That's how you'll edit those page names. And then again, to actually edit different or add new pages, I can go through and click the plus button. I can add a new page. So I want a products page. I can go ahead and add a new products page. And now you'll see that I have 4 pages up there in the top right-hand corner. And then I can go through here and add different pictures. GoDaddy's going to give you some recommendations on what they think will fit your website the best. And then you can also go through and change as well. So if I click on the picture here, I will be able to make different edits on it. And then I can also change the focal point. So the circle here is the focal point. So I can just drag and drop it so that it's what my customers will be looking at the most. All right, so all of the GoDaddy tools that we have. So this is going to be in the settings option of GoDaddy. And the good thing about GoDaddy is that it's connected to Google. They're owned by the same company. So a lot of the tools will be paired with Google. It's going to be really helpful when we get into those SEOs and that kind of thing. So the first tool we have is social media links. So I can just go in here and connect all of my social media that I have for my business. So you're just going to go to your Facebook business page, highlight the URL, and then copy and paste it into this Facebook page. And then same for Twitter, Instagram. It has all of the different social media. It's got Pinterest. There's a LinkedIn as well. You don't have to do all of them, obviously, but just pick and choose whichever ones that you have active. And then when my customers are on the site, they'll see Facebook logos or a Twitter logo, and they'll be able to just click on that and be brought directly to my Facebook pages. So Fabico is a tool that GoDaddy has. So it will allow you to post your business logo or icon. So this will then appear in the Google search engine. So when a customer searches for your business in Google, they will see your logo as part of the option when looking for your website. So it will just help with branding and make it look more professional, and then customers know that they'll be in the right place. So get found on Google is part of GoDaddy as the two are linked. By clicking on the Start Optimizing button, you'll be able to create an SEO, which is a search engine optimization. So for example, if someone searches salon or salon near me, if you are a salon and you set up this option, you'll be one of the top options that appear in the search engine. So it gets more people involved and more people who might not necessarily know about your business, viewing your website and interacting with your business. And then another tool we have is Google Analytics. So if you have a Google My Business page, you could connect to your website as well through GoDaddy. So that way you can see who's interacting with your page and what they're interacting with, as well as if they found your website through Google My Business. So if you're on your Google My Business, you'll see an option there and you can click website and be brought directly to your website. And this will allow you to see if your Google My Business is doing what it's supposed to be doing and getting people involved and interacting with you. So again, when creating, you're going to want to experiment, try all of the multiple themes, try different colors, different fonts, see what works best for you, what speaks most to you and your business. And then again, use the Insights tool. The Insights tool is going to be very important to see what your customers are engaging with and how you can improve your website. So finally, we have just a little comparison chart here. We're going to send out a more in-depth one as well, but you'll be able to see here what Wix, Square, WordPress, and GoDaddy offer. So the pricing plans there, those are the ones that are in the middle option of all of them. So the business option for most of them. And you can just go through here and see what it is you want and if you need stuff that another website might not actually have. So that is it for our webinar today. We will post our emails in the chat. And if you have any questions at all, we can take those, or you can email us or call us or anything.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you. That was a great presentation and such a great overview of all of them. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. I was realizing that I was alone in the group, but I know you're gonna have so many more viewers, watching the repeat and everything. And I guess I just wondered. I mean, I know everyone has their personal preference, but I was just curious to know for yourself. Do you have a favorite platform that you prefer, or I know there's pros and cons to all of them. I was just curious, kind of your personal experience.
Yeah, Avery, do you have, out of the two you did, one that you like overall? And then I'll do the two I did.
Yeah, of the two that I did, I find Squarespace is really good to use. I definitely would recommend Squarespace of the two that I did.
Okay.
And for me, it was definitely GoDaddy. GoDaddy seemed a lot easier for like editing wise and like being able to figure it out. WordPress was a little bit more tech savvy than GoDaddy.
Right. Okay. And would you say would Wix kind of then fall like in between, I guess?
Yeah, Wix, it can be very simple to use. There is a lot of nice tools with it, but it also, there is some options that can kind of get into the more tech savvy with it, just kind of create that, like that full feeling business page.
Right. Okay, no, that's great. Yeah, it's funny. I used Squarespace quite a few years ago and I did enjoy using it. And then just of late, I've just happened to work for people who've worked with Wix, and so I got used to that one. But the GoDaddy one was very eye-opening, and I thought, like, it's very interesting how GoDaddy is so integrated with Google. I didn't realize that, but of course it makes a lot of sense. So I can see how you would like the GoDaddy platform, especially too.
Yeah.
No, very interesting. Okay, no, well, thank you so much.
Of course. And we'll send out a copy, an email with a link to the YouTube page as well, for if you need to rewatch the recording.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So that is it.
Awesome. I will, oh,